I also find it amazing that we have the capacity to bore people in 30 seconds. Every single one of you has turned on a piece of music and listened to it, and 30 seconds in went, eh. I think we all listen to music, especially these days, with our finger by the next button. You know, it's like, go ahead, bore me. Go ahead, try it. Next. Now, sometimes that's for a lyric reason. Or you just don't like the genre. Or, you know, here's what I always say. It's like, if you don't like what I do in general, like the genre, the kind of songs I write, and you shut me off because of that, I can't do anything about that. That's your personal preference. I give it to you. I have it. We all gravitate toward different kinds and styles of music. I think that's the beauty of it, you know, that we all have that to listen to, this array of kinds of music. However, if you turn on a song of mine, whether it's me singing or some other artist singing it, and you're digging it in the first minute, and by a minute and a half you're shutting it off, that's my fault.
Music is becoming more social and the attention spans are going down, but an interesting trend is that the race to fidelity has been reversed. That it used to be that you would get better and better and better sound and spend more money on the recording and on the playback equipment to hear the best possible fidelity. And that went right out the window when the iPod was introduced. And its fidelity is being devalued, as well as attention, which is now it's now at a premium. Your attention and the time that you have is now at a premium. So would people today have the attention to listen to entire symphonies like they did in the old days, let alone a concept rock album of 30 years ago? I don't know. So that changes how content is created and distributed. Instead of long articles, there were blog posts. Instead of blog posts, there's Facebook updates. Instead of Facebook updates, there's Twitter updates. Soon it's going to be 5-character updates. I'm sure this is a fad, but it's an enduring one. And competing with the barrage, the deluge, the flood of information is going to be a real challenge for any content creator. And that's just part of the noise. Not only the other artists, but the attention spans of the consumers is another challenge for the content creator today.
It always has to start with the foundation of great music. The only problem is that's not enough anymore. You have to start with great music, and then you have to know where to take it and how to get it out there. No one is going to magically discover you sitting in your basement, you know, practicing.
We all want to hear a hit. Everybody wants to hear a hit. We love a song that we can tap our foot to, that we can sing along with, that makes the hair on our arm stand up, puts a tear in our eye, or makes us remember a special moment in our lifetime. We crave that as human beings. In any language, any culture around the world, we all crave that. All you have to do as the songwriter or the artist is deliver that, and people will find you and they will love you. Don't expect the world to hand you your dream. You've got to invest yourself in your dream, and you got to work until you cry yourself to sleep at night, until your fingers are bleeding, whatever it takes. But if you work that hard, that sincerely, there's nothing on this earth that you can't be.
An artist is someone who's like willing to commit themselves 100% to whatever they're doing. That's the bottom line. And then I also think that they really have a direct relationship with their muse, meaning that they sort of answer to themselves and their sort of inner voice. The people that I deal with in the sort of indie rock, alt-country world, they're all, I guess, considered to be fringe artists, meaning left of center, left of the commercial mainstream. So when I have a relationship with any of the acts on my label, it's all about music. It's not about necessarily like success, or it's not career driven. It's more about being able to. It's really complicated. It involves, I think, like real artists to me are people that they have beyond the music. They have maybe a visual aesthetic. They have some magical quality that transcends sort of just making the music, and then I go back to the commitment and conviction that where they're willing to, I guess, sacrifice just about anything to see that their art gets made. I guess before I shut my little mouth here, I want to say too that, like, here at the rally, a lot of people come up to me and in the one-on-one mentoring sessions, they always, want to say, what's the secret? I got a good sounding song and the recording sounds pro like the radio and stuff. And for me, that's when I really, if I were A&Ring this person, I would say, like, beyond all that, what is there? Are you willing to, go on the road for a long time? Are you willing to make sacrifices like, that maybe most people wouldn't want to make? Persistence. Yeah, I think, like, being an artist, unfortunately, it's hard. It's hard to do because you sort of don't follow a normal path, a normal structured 9-to-5 path necessarily. I know I have record labels, so I deal with it from the business end, but I'm also primarily a musician and artist myself. And I've been signed to major labels, and going in, I thought, like, we're a cult band. We're never going to be a huge success. I don't know what you're thinking. Like giving us this money, stuff like that. But I mean, really. Because I think always I've sort of just exist outside of what is going on in my own little world. I try to connect with what's happening in the business, but all the people I deal with, they're their own people. They stand up, they stand apart from everybody else in one way or another. And to me, that's the bottom line, I guess, for what an artist is.